Hey everyone, this will be my full review of the new Yuxin 7x7 HuangLong cube. So this cube just came out on the market. It's available right now for pre-order at thecubicle.us, I think for $40. And I'll cut right to the chase. This cube is definitely the best on the market. There's really no comparison right now. It's certainly not a competition, and if you're going to be buying a 7x7 in the near future or considering getting one at all, this is definitely the cube that you're going to want to get. This is probably the first 7x7 I felt ever that I really didn't feel it and think that it was really missing something big. Obviously, it's not perfect because 7x7 hardware isn't perfect, but this cube really isn't missing any major features, and it turns well and can pretty much do almost everything you're gonna want. So for a little more in-depth look, I guess I'll talk about the fact that this is Yuxin's first 7x7. The only other real competitor on the market right now is the Alpha GT, since there hasn't been a major 7x7 released by one of the big companies in a long time. This is the Alpha GT, and I'd say the Yuxin 7x7 is better in pretty much every single aspect. First of all, it is smaller. You can tell here it's a little bit smaller. You can never really, the size difference never really looks too much when you kind of look at it, but in your hands it definitely feels a lot smaller. I think the Yuxin size is pretty good. It's definitely very easy to use and controllable, although I do have somewhat large hands. But it is the smallest 7x7 on the market, so it's definitely the one. It definitely has the best size of the available options. I would think in the future maybe a little smaller would be best, but for right now it's definitely going to be able to. It's very workable and very easy to use. If you saw my initial impressions about the prototype here, you notice that I said the outer layers were a little gummy and they tend to lock up, especially on these kind of two middle layer turns. I'm very happy that Yuxin has pretty much eliminated this problem. The outer layers stopped being gummy and are much more crispy and easy to use, and the problem with the kind of two middle layers being gummy and causing lockups is almost completely gone. There are some lockups that happen on this cube, but really that's almost to be expected, and pops are much less frequent than on the prototype version. Um, let's see. So I've been using this cube as my main cube for I guess a couple weeks now, ever since I got it, and I've been getting slightly better times on the prototype since they are pretty much the same cube, but it's definitely my main cube and I would highly recommend it. So overall, I guess since this is the only one version available right now, there isn't a black or a white version. You are forced to get the stickerless, it seems. Um, I will note that the Yuxin actually improved their stickerless shades. If you noticed before, the red and the orange were fairly similar. In good lighting, it's very easy to tell, but in bad lighting, it was kind of annoying. But now they made the red a little darker, so it's much more obvious the red and orange difference. Other than that, all the other shades are very obviously different, and that's really all you kind of care about. So overall, this is definitely the cube to get if you're into 7x7. If you're into 7x7 at all, you're definitely going to want to pick this up. If you're like very into 7x7, there's absolutely no reason not to have this. If you're kind of thinking about picking up a 7x7, you're not really sure you want to get into it, I'd say this is actually probably a good hardware iteration to start at. This is the first 7x7, as I said, that I didn't feel there was something missing from it on a large level. Obviously, hardware will be getting better, but you can feel confident picking up this cube now that future hardware changes are going to make small advancements as opposed to kind of the large improvements that have been made in the past. So this cube is definitely going to be able to suit pretty much any cuber, and I can guarantee it. It's the best cube on the market. I haven't talked to anyone that's thought differently, and you'll probably be seeing all the top cubers be picking up in the next few competitions. So yep,